Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to be using some unbelievably simple and satisfying techniques as well as real leaves to paint a beautiful and warm autumn piece. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Now you can see from my watch that I'm a night owl. I just start working at 11 and then end up really late. Anyway, so what's the plan for today? Many of you wanted to see some more pieces related to autumn, and also I've got quite a few requests to make something easy, so this is going to be really easy. That's our canvas for today, roughly 30 by 40 centimeters. Okay, so the colors for today are as follows: scarlet red, gold, bronze, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and Mars black. Orange by Cass Art, cadmium yellow. Very quickly, how I mix my paints. So I add 1 part of paint to 1 part of water mixed with PVA glue. To that mix I add roughly 30% of FREETrial. And if it's still too thick, I spray some water. I've got a bottle here to spray. And the consistency is like this. See, runs down. Very small buildup, and it immediately disappears. And what's really important, every paint is the same. See, if I run this one, you see exactly the same. I very rarely use any browns at all. This is the right time to use browns. I use them actually last for my horse painting. And I thank you so much for the lovely responses. I honestly did not expect that so many of you will really like my horsey. That's really awesome. The metallics feel a bit thicker, but they are the same. And this is my own mix of green. There are at least 3 or 4 shades I mixed myself and then made a lighter version. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to layer all the colors as if we went to a forest now and we see the beautiful trees. I prefer do it in this way, vertical layers, not horizontal, because then you can actually see the color more. If you layer them this way and then swipe, the colors usually tend to blend. I do want some blending, but not that much. I do want to see some of the colors. A bit quicker. Let's do the bronze. The bronze looks like cream once you put it on, but then it turns into this lovely deeper bronze. The one thing I don't want the green touching red, that's all, because it will turn into brown anyway. Gold can go on anything. I'm just thinking, maybe that's enough. I'll move it a bit. I'm not too worried about the edges very much, but still, let's just cover them a bit. You see, it's kind of runny enough just to move where I want it, but it's not really dripping off the canvas, which I don't like. I know if some of you are thinking, why isn't she wearing gloves? Well, I should, but I just don't like wearing gloves. Okay, no, I don't want it to drip. Look at the cells even now forming, and there is no silicone here. And it looks really autumnal, doesn't it? Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen my Autumn Woman from last year, I strongly recommend. It's one of my most popular videos. Okay, a drop of silicone. Actually 2 drops. Let's just give it 2 drops. And mixing. Ready for the swipe. And I'm going to swipe with paper napkin. Always have questions. What do you use to swipe? That's just a paper towel, regular paper towel. The one thing I do to it is I just spray it with water. I want it moist. Now, before we start swiping, I would like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is a huge online learning platform for creatives just like us. They have thousands of classes tailor-made to fit your schedule and any skill level. They cover all sorts of topics ranging from photography to running a creative business. This week I decided to try something new and I took the class video for Instagram by Holly's Narves. Holly's has helped me to tell engaging and interesting content in under a minute. From broad storytelling ideas to specific technical details, I have completely upped my Instagram game recently. You may have noticed, even my YouTube shorts have gotten better. The first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare Premium, which includes access to every class on offer, even their new live classes. Huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and helping support the channel. You can too by clicking the link in the description and exploring your creativity. Not sure why, but I always have to stand up while I'm doing it. I can't do it sitting. Now you swipe it ever so gently. I think I will need to do one more here. Wow, I actually, look at this. It's probably the first time that I see green on red so nicely separated. Oh, I'll try not to destroy this. I quite like the red ending, to be honest. I'm just going to touch it with black. Okay, so what we're doing now is just this section because I don't want that much black. So I'm going to start swiping from this section. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it like this. There's a different plan here, so I'm not really worried that the cells didn't show up so well here. It's all fine. Let me just use, let's see what a palette knife can do. I'll show you how we can do it with palette knife, but I want to dip the palette knife in a bit of black. And let's just do this section. I'm not even torching anything, there's absolutely no need. It's very rare that I do it like this. Usually I just swipe and it goes really well towards the end, but you can see my mistakes as well, so hope you don't mind. See what happens if I torch this section. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to even go towards this. I'm actually glad it's slightly different. Oh, look at these. These are pretty. So that's the end of stage 1. I will wait for it to dry. I must say, yes, I'm very pleased at the moment. And yeah, we had a little bit of a hiccup here, but it's all fine. There's some plan for tomorrow. Ooh, that looks like a sliced fruit. Something tasty inside with a green skin. What could it be? So this is completely dry now. Look at all the metallics. Can you see that? That's some really cute cells. Now I had lots and lots of questions. How do we clean it? So because I use 2 drops of silicone, I have to wipe it off. Otherwise, I can't put any varnish on, or if I wanted resin, I couldn't do it. So first of all, I just used the soapy sponge with water and I just cleaned it all thoroughly. And I rinsed it under the sink. I sometimes use baby wipes. I just spray them with isopropyl alcohol. And I just wipe it off. I went to the gym today and on the way I was collecting some lovely leaves for my piece. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to cut them out of Prisket paper and make a nice arrangement. I was going to do a quick mock-up how many leaves I need, but looking at them, they're quite close to the ropes, so they're not the cleanest. And if I wash them thoroughly, it will take me a long time to get them dry. So instead, I'm just going to use a bit of cling film, protect the painting, and then see how many leaves we can fit onto this background. Oh, that's a huge one. Maybe it's too big, I'm not sure. Got various sizes. This is probably a better one. Oh, I do love this. Maybe one will be off the picture. Why not? Got plenty of tiny ones, which is nice. I wonder if they can be overlapping. Maybe some of them can even overlap a bit. So like imagine one branch will be going this way and another one that way. Now super quickly, each leaf will be just drawn around. I've got those permanent markers, they're really nice. So, and again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So, minute and a half per leaf. There are various types of maple trees. Last year I did one of my autumn pieces and there was a giant maple with very different leaves, beautiful. I actually need something really calming because I watched today Squid Game and I must admit I finished watching it and I was pretty traumatized. I'm not really following the lines perfectly, they are just an indication, and I'm trying to imitate something similar. So depends on your leaf. Sometimes the leaf is very smooth edges, but this one's got plenty of little tiny teeth. All the leaves are ready now, so I can just peel them off and stick them down. Look how many. So we'll start with the biggest one. Now let's choose the best position. I just want to preserve the nicest cells now. Okay, now the second biggest. I think this one is going to go off. You can hardly see unless you hold it at an angle. I think I managed to stick all the ones I wanted. Stack them down. Now I'm going to put them here. Oh, see that? One more thing, I am going to add some very small branches between, because what I'm kind of imagining one branch going this way with the leaves and the other one going here. So I just want a few lines. So I'm going to cut them out. So one going here to that leaf. We need something joining this one up. I think all my stencils are ready. I added just a couple of random lines imitating some branches, and we are ready to put some color on. This gold by Arteza is so beautiful. I think it's going to cover it really nicely. I've got one of those old makeup sponges, and let me see again what I'm doing. No, I just put it on the leaf, not on the leaf, you dummy. In between. So when you do it, look at an angle, because at the moment I have to keep turning to see where I'm aiming. I won't see the result till it's all finished. You probably guessed, no, I haven't done it before, but I think the sponge will seal it really nicely. We definitely need a second layer. You see now why when you put the stencil on, you choose the place you really like. You can leave the nasty bits, if you have any nasty bits, just to be covered with paint. Oh, by the way, I do have spray paint, but because most of you will probably say, no, I don't have spray paint, golden spray paint, so that's why I'm showing you how to do it. Spray paint was my first thought. Okay, I'm going to leave it to dry and then do a second layer. Just look at this. I really like it. You know, like an abstract. It's got this old-fashioned feel. Oh, one more reason I'm not using the spray paint. Spray paint is, this gold is different. The gold in each can or each paint is different. I really want the Arteza gold here because I used Arteza gold on the leaves. So I want it to match really nicely. And as I said before, this gold is really nice. Well, I really appreciate if you make a video and you make something inspired by me. Just please, it would be awesome if you could credit me, mention me. I'm always trying to find who came up with the idea first. When I make something, then I often halfway through check if somebody made a similar thing. And even if I did not get inspired by them, it's nice, you know, to mention that someone else did it or something similar. Well, all the cells gone. Look at the shine. Okay, the most exciting part. Let's start peeling it off. I'm a bit anxious because I haven't done that before. Oh my gosh, what if it goes wrong? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, look at this. Comes off so easily. I think it's attached to another one. So that goes here. Some of them are overlapping. Okay, this leaf is together with this one overlapping. That's all right. I think there was something small here. A baby leaf. That's nice. I love the way they uncover those beautiful cells. Look at that. I've got some golden nice leaves. Some of them are not full, but might be used for something. They're so well covered with the golden paint. This one with some branches. And some branches. Wow, look at that. So cool. I'm so happy with it. I think there's something missing here. I wouldn't have cut this one like that, so it must be something must be hiding. Let's check. Oh yes. Oh yes, that's better. Now I'm totally happy. At the moment, this was such a fun experiment. Well, I hope you love it. I will be adding some shadows at the bottom of the leaves because you've got some little pockets of light here coming from above. Just going to add a bit of shadows with the brush. I'm using a tiny bit of black paint, a black fluid mix with water, that's it. Well, I'm just hoping that the leaves will look more 3D this way. There's hardly any paint, and I'm just using the very, very tip of the end of my brush. And now let's take a look at the finished piece. Well, there you go. Let me know what you think of this piece in the comments. When I think of autumn, I feel so warm and cozy. Let me know if there are any other autumnal designs you would like to see me make in a video. If you'd like to explore your creativity further and support the channel, be sure to check out the link in the description where you can get a 1-month free trial for Skillshare. If it's your first time watching, please consider subscribing. I have new videos coming every Saturday and I chat to my subscribers live when they premiere. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.